Thundercats, Feline Deities and Warrior Codes. Welcome back, radiant souls, to Spiritual Meanings, the home of myth, magic, and meaning. This is where we explore the spiritual truths hiding in the stories we grew up with, and the symbols that speak directly to the soul. To our wonderful subscribers, we are so grateful to have you with us on this journey. You are the reason this community is growing into something truly special. And if you're new here, welcome to a space that's curious, kind, and always eager to learn. Be sure to leave a comment during the video, even if it's just to say hello. We love hearing from you. Now today, we're going to leap into a world of fur, fire, and fierce honor. The world of the Thundercats. Yes, it's an animated show from the 80s. But as always, we're going far beyond the cartoon surface, straight into the ancient spiritual and mythological symbolism woven into these feline warriors. Let's start with the big picture. The Thundercats aren't just alien cats with swords and muscles. They are guardians of a lost world, keepers of a sacred code, and reflections of ancient feline deities that appear across cultures. Think of the lion-headed goddess Sekhmet in Egypt, the fierce protector of Mahat, divine order. She destroys with fire but also heals with breath. Or the panther god Bastet, protection of the home. These beings weren't seen as just animals. They were deeply spiritual protectors, symbols of strength, clarity, and sacred will. Now take a look at Lion-O, the main character. He's not just a fighter. He's the initiate, a young soul thrust into leadership, forced to learn the values of courage, wisdom, and restraint. That's the classic hero's journey, told through a feline lens. He carries the sword of Omens, which is more than a weapon. It's a spiritual relic. It holds the Eye of Thunderer, a symbol that echoes the Eye of Ra, the Eye of Horus, and even the third eye in Eastern traditions. It represents vision, foresight, spiritual awareness. Let me ask you this. What sword do you carry? What eye are you learning to see with? Your intellect or your intuition? The Thundercats are all about balance between power and honor. They don't fight for domination. They fight to protect legacy, truth, and harmony. This reminds me of the samurai code, or bushidō, and even the ancient warrior priest classes found in Vedic and Druidic traditions. Warriors not ruled by rage, but by principle, by sacred duty. Let's talk about Cheetara for a moment, the female warrior of speed and instinct. She embodies the divine feminine in motion. Her power isn't brute strength. It's intuition, swiftness, and insight. She reminds us that sometimes knowing when to move is more important than strength itself. In spiritual terms, she is aligned with the wind element, the throat chakra, and prophetic dreaming, a spiritual gift carried by women in many ancient cultures. Then there's Panthro, the engineer and builder. He's the grounded strength, the sacred masculine who protects by creating, not just by destroying. He reflects the blacksmith gods of myth, like Hephaestus or Ptah, divine beings who channel their energy into sacred tools and technology. Let's pause for a moment here and reflect. Do you see yourself in any of these Thundercats? Are you the leader learning to trust their vision? The intuitive mover? The spiritual builder? The silent guardian? These archetypes don't just exist in cartoons. They're aspects of you. And once you name them, you can start to integrate them into your life. Even the villains in Thundercats carry spiritual meaning. Mumm-Ra, the ancient sorcerer, represents the undying ego, fear clinging to false power. He draws on ancient magic but lacks truth. He transforms only through darkness, feeding on illusion. In many traditions, there's always a Mumm-Ra figure, someone who uses ancient energy for selfish ends. These are the cautionary spirits. They show us what happens when power is used without love. And what about the recurring theme of exile and return? The Thundercats are survivors. They flee their destroyed world and carry their values forward. This is a classic spiritual migration. Just like the Hebrews in the wilderness, or the starseeds on Earth, or even the monks who preserved knowledge through dark ages. They are keepers of the sacred flame. And that brings us to a beautiful spiritual message. Sometimes being the last of your kind is exactly what allows your light to grow the brightest. So here's my invitation to you. What part of your inner warrior is waking up? What spiritual code do you live by, or wish to reclaim? Let us know in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else in this circle. And if this message lit something up inside you, don't forget to subscribe. This community is your temple, your team, your Thundercat tribe. Until next time, stay fierce, stay noble, and let your soul roar.